Well, hello, and welcome back to my garden. Oh my gosh, it's been a little while, and hey, I have my voice back. I'm feeling good. We've had some crazy weather. Oh my gosh, we've had like 7 or 8 inches of rain, so I've been having to put off shooting. You'll notice as we kind of go around in this video, everything is still so incredibly wet. I mean, we are just standing in water. It's so hard to complain because usually this time of year we're usually so dry and I'm chasing everything with water and turning the sprinklers on, all the chances that I get. But you know, it's great to have this rain this time of year in June, and we're going to celebrate having it, not complain too much, but everything is a little soupy. So you're going to see around the beds here in front of the potting shed. We haven't gotten a lot of things planted because the rain has just been coming and going quite often. Of course, I've talked about this being kind of a low spot. So it really has been holding water. It hasn't really been flooding because of the drain that we put in. So we're thankful for that. We're still working on the potting shed. Some of you have been asking about that. We've been painting the inside. The floor is going to go down, I think on Monday. So I'm going to do kind of a one-time reveal when we get to the inside of it. So I'm not going to take you in just yet, but it's coming along. It's looking really good. But today I just want to get out and actually get some planting done. These urns are such a favorite feature here in front of the potting shed. And you probably saw me pulling out the hellebores. I was really surprised at just how rooted in they were. So it really took some muscle and some pulling to get those hellebores out of there. But I've been dying to get out here and get a little more of our spring, summer plantings in. And that's what we're going to do today. Actually, I brought out a pretty good selection of plants. I'm going to go with kind of an orange, purple, pink, kind of colorscape, if you will. I've had these wonderful Dipladenia. This is a fired up orange parasol Dipladenia. And I really wanted to go with something that might have a tendency to climb, but also just wanted something real wispy. I didn't want it to be really tight. I want it to be really loose. So I've got a pair of these Dipladenia that we're going to put in. And again, I think a lot of it will start to grow up this decorative little trellis here. We'll see how well that does, but I just love the wispiness that it gets from this vine. I'm going to put a pair of these in, and excuse me, just because of the rain, it is so humid and the sweat is just dripping in my eyes this afternoon. But again, I'm not going to complain too much because it's so nice to have a wet garden instead of a dry garden in June here in Oklahoma. I think this great orange color is going to be just a real fun punch as it goes up and goes out. I think the next thing I want to come in with is one of my favorite plants. I talk about this one a lot. This is the Skyscraper Salvia. This is the pink variety. And again, I'm just going for a little bit more of a wild, wispy type of feel. I don't want something too moundy. I really want to see if we can get some height and some really tall kind of excitement going on here. So I love these urns. They're so nice and big. I want to try something kind of different. I loved having the hellebores throughout the winter and early spring, but I'm loving having something kind of wispy in here. Coming in the middle, I think a couple of things. I'm going to go with these kind of a hot pink Penta to bring a little bit more of our orangey color in. Of course, Pentas love the heat. They love the sun. So this is going to be perfect. This, as you can tell, the sun that's shining in, it's coming in from the west. So it's a pretty intense sunshine that comes in. And I think these Pentas are going to be really great at taking a lot of that heat. And as we get a little bit more sunshine and not so much rain, they'll really start to bloom on out. And then for a little bit of an accent, I love this Swedish Ivy. Again, just look at that wonderful wispy feel as you see coming across. I left the variegated ivy in here, but I think this will be another great plant to have just to add a little bit more of that wispy, tall, arching feel coming in. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of set my color tones. I want to look at it to see how it's all coming together. And then for my spiller to go with the variegated ivy, I'm going to use this beautiful, very kind of multicolored purple heart. I love this type of accent plant. Most of mine actually that I had in the ground actually came back this last winter because the winter wasn't too severe. So I'm going to be putting this around the base. And again, what I want to do is actually just kind of put up a little bit of an example. See if this is what I'm liking the feel of before I start really getting it all planted to the end. See how my color's bouncing around. Don't have as much of the pink of the Pentas just yet, but I think that once we get some heat and sun of the summertime, it'll really start to be what really comes out to be the show here in these containers. But again, I'm just going to try to place here in the front, get an example of what I think I want. I think the color's looking pretty good. I've got the tall wispy of the vine, the Dipladenia, and the Skyscraper Salvia. And then the Penta, it's going to be kind of our filler, which is going to come right through the middle as well as some of this Swedish Ivy. And then we're going to put this beautiful purple heart. I think that's going to have a wonderful drapey effect as we go around. So what I'm going to actually do is go around now and try to get all of these placed in, kind of battling a little bit of the humidity and the sweat. So it's hard to talk when this continues. So I'm going to wipe my vase off, get all of my plants out, get them planted in, and then we'll come back and see how it's looking. And then so that you'll have an example of what it looks like here at the beginning of the season. And then as we go throughout the summer and we're doing more projects here in the potting shed, we'll watch to see how much it grows. right. I think I'm getting these wrapped up. I think they're going to need a little sunshine to come on out. I'm going to have to do some deadheading with the Skyscraper Salvia with all of the rain that we've had. And they also need probably a little bit of fertilizer to kind of reinvigorate them. But I think they'll come on out. Of course, the Pentas, once they get a lot of heat and sunshine, they're going to come on out. Going to need just a few more to kind of put on the back side of the urn. So grab a few more of those at the garden center. But I think as this purple and the orange all come to life, I really think this urn is going to take off. And I think it's going to be really fun here at the front of the potting shed. I love all of the different colors of green and playing off the green here on the front of the shed. Again, it'll be a project that we're going to see how it develops this summer. Of course, it's going to get a lot of this western hot sun in the afternoons, and we're going to be coming in and adding more plants once it dries up just a little bit. Oh my gosh, the ground, as I've just been walking around and doing this project, it's still so soupy, but we're starting to get a few things in. I do want to show you though, one of the reasons I picked the orange is because I do have a lot of orange in the butterfly garden around through here. And just look at these beautiful daylilies this week. Oh my gosh, they've been so, so pretty. They're actually getting so large. I've been talking about maybe trying to divide some of these and spread them around. That's the great thing about daylilies is you can get so many other plants out of them after they mature just a little bit. And I've also been placing around a few different plants just to kind of look at the color balance that I'm going to put around. Of course, I'm going to turn this into a pollinator garden, so I'm going to have lots of things in bloom, lots of different colors going on. So I've actually been placing a few things, even though I can't plant. You can just see down here in the front just how wet it really is just underneath the ground. I mean, you can just look at the water coming out of my hand just underneath this top layer. That is how wet this area is. So we really just can't do any planting just yet. Before the last major storm came, we did get one of our accent trees put in just on this side of the potting shed. We have that red point maple, and I needed another tree to kind of balance out the weight. So we put in this crabapple. It's a red jewel crabapple. It's beautiful red fruit from the fall into the winter time. So it's going to be great for birds to feed on, and hopefully we'll get to see all the beautiful color as it begins to turn in the wintertime as it gets cooler. Put in a few other plants such as this salvia. I got some of the salvia put in here. Also some penstemon I got put in, a rose. I'll have to look at all my labels to see which ones I got put in because they just went in and I can't even remember all the varieties. Another thing we did get in is we got our boxwoods, our 4-ball green velvet boxwoods. We finally got those put in here in our terracotta pots, and we're going to be doing kind of a stone platform for the benches here. Again, just been too wet to kind of work on that, but it's coming together. Again, you can see all the open space that we have at the front of the potting shed. I hope to go ahead and get my flagstone put in on the concrete pad before I have too much planted, because I know that'll get messed up. But I think it's all coming together. Again, I hope that we can just get some dry weather this week and hope we can get some planting done. Oh my gosh, I put off some planting so I could do a little bit more on camera, but this spring has just been a little bit crazy. I do want to let you know, anytime I do have a video coming out, I always try to post on Saturdays. I'm going to be cutting back a little bit on posting. I've got some projects going on this summer, doing a little bit of travel. So if you don't catch me one week, you'll probably catch me the next. Again, I try to put my videos out on Saturday. And so many of you, it's been so nice to make contact and give me some pointers, some messages, and then also meet several of you out at the nursery. I've really enjoyed that. Anytime, if you ever do come to Sanders Nursery, certainly let me know you're there. I love meeting you and seeing where you're from. And that's just part of the joy of making these videos, is getting to know more people. And certainly for those of you who live here in Oklahoma, getting to meet face to face. And I love hearing about your garden, see what you've got going. I'd love to hear how you're surviving all of this rain as well. Bitsy has joined us here at the very end. She's also been a little tired of the rain, as she's been a little cooped up and got in the mud just a couple of days ago. So she had to go to the beauty shop and get cleaned up. So hopefully we can keep her out of the mud here over the next few days till everything gets dried. But again, it's great to be back out in the garden. It's great to be back with you, and hopefully we'll be back with some more fun videos soon as we can get this ground dried up just a little bit. Well, if you liked this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow me, the Preppy Gardener, and I'll be back with another video very soon.